Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of Office Hours with Lanora. And I brought a special guest with me today. It's Mr. Leo Schwartz of Schwartz and Brennan Real Estate, as well as one of our top, most requested, sought after, most referred instructors here at the Realtors Real Estate School. I've received so many phone calls, Leo, about you. People that didn't even know your name, but
Really?
they would say, such and such person referred me to this school and said that I should attend the class that this special person is teaching. I'm like, who is this special person?
I'm special, all right.
Describe him for me. So it's always you, Leo. So
that's flattering.
welcome to our real estate world. For you, Leo, Office Hours with Lanora is a way for prospective students or anyone seeking to learn more about a career in real estate.
Okay.
Learn more about that process. Learn more about the course itself and what the requirements are, as well as transitioning into the real estate industry.
Okay.
So think of it as like in college.
Sure.
And you're having those office hours or designated times with your instructor
Okay.
to kind of help you
Sure.
improve. So that's what this is.
Yeah.
My audience today, I want to share with you, because I have the subject matter expert himself here, Mr. Leo Schwartz. I want to share some questions that I'll ask Leo to just give us a bit of the behind the scenes, a little more about his journey in real estate, which spans over 20 years?
About 25 years.
25.
Yeah, 25 plus years.
Yes. So Leo, my very first question for you, and I wrote my questions down. What made you choose a career in real estate? And then spin that into more of the instructor, the teacher.
Sure. Well, I'm a graduate of the Eastman School of Music. I'm a professional horn player by training. And before I got a real estate license, I'd gone through a number of different jobs other than just playing the horn. The last job I had was I was raising $60 million at the Field Museum. And I raised $21 million in about 9 months, and said I know, right? It's a lot of money. And I said I was basically done with corporate life, fundraising life, and I wanted to go back to a schedule that was more at my beck and call.
Okay.
So I called up the agent who helped me find my condo. And I said, I want to know all the pros and cons of real estate. She said, well, first of all, you have to provide all your own leads. And I said, that's fine. And she said that you don't make any money unless you have a closing. And I said, that's job insecurity. That gets me up every morning.
Okay.
So I got my real estate license because I wanted to get out of a corporate environment. I was working 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes.
And I got into real estate, and the hours are even messier than that.
I was going to say, how did you get to?
I know, right? But I also ended up, because music is really my love, I started composing. And around about year 10 or so, my career started taking off with that, and I realized I needed to get a body of work, so I closed down my office and just worked by myself.
Okay.
And around about year 15, 10, 12 or so, I realized that there were things that I wanted to do other than just work with clients, and that was to become an instructor.
All right.
And that's how I ended up being a real estate instructor, which I really love doing more than anything else in real estate. It's the most enjoyable job I have, because I learned so much from my students.
Yes. It's a way of giving back too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm going to take over here for a second.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing that I've learned in the years of teaching is this is why I love teaching. I have adults come to me. They're all over 21 years, because that's a requirement.
Right.
And they all tell me the very same thing the first day. In one way or another, they say, I want to make a 180-degree change in my life.
I hear that a lot.
And I want you to help me. And how can I not respect that?
Yeah.
Right?
It's fulfilling.
It is. It's very fulfilling.
Okay.
Okay.
So that led you to become the instructor, and it sounded like you found the happy medium with still being able to be a broker, a managing broker, as well as teaching.
Yes.
as well as with your theater background and as a composer.
Yes.
You've been able to kind of merge all of that in one.
It is, and that's
Nice.
what's beautiful about a real estate license. It is so malleable. You can do so many different things with your life while you're doing real estate, while
Right.
you're serving the public interest.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
My next question, let's say that I am that student,
Hmm.
you know, the first time ever choosing a career path of this sort, and I'm now in the class with you or about to begin a class with you. What advice do you give to me to prepare me for success?
Well, you're going to be in my class.
Okay.
You're going to be in my class. That's a 2-week intensive course.
Yes.
8:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, for the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's 2 bits of advice. Number one, clear the decks. All right. You've got to figure out somebody take care of the kids, take care of the dog, take care of
Yes.
your phone calls, all that sort of stuff, because you can't check out
Right.
for 2 weeks.
Right.
And number two, because you can't check out, you got to get your rest. Be ready to come in and work, because those are long days.
Right.
And I will look out in my class somewhere on Thursday about 2 or 3 in the afternoon,
And they're like
and
this.
the lights will be on and no one's home. They're just like, you guys are toast.
Right.
And that's when the energy that's when I really kick in. My friends who have taken my friends ask me, why are you so exhausted all the time? I said, well, I'm teaching. And they said, well, I have an 8 to 5, I have a 9 to 5 job. I'm not that exhausted. But
It's different.
you know, you're not performing for adults. You're not trying to
Right.
keep the kids awake for
Right.
8 hours a day.
And I think that's another thing that Leo is really, really great at, because that theater background helps him. I've had students that come up to me in the hallway here and they're like, I passed my exam today because I remember the song Leo taught us. I'm like, well, what's this song that Leo taught you? So I do hear the little stories about ways that you make the class fun. The energy in the class is often high. We often get a ton of feedback about your classes and people that are referring you.
Oh, it's got to be. I got it because it's dry.
Yes,
I mean,
it can
a lot
be.
of this stuff is dry. And
But it's necessary.
Oh, absolutely.
It's very necessary.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
I mean, serious as a heart attack on this stuff. This is
Yeah.
important stuff.
I try to prepare the students when they talk to me, especially for that 2-week accelerated course, because it's a monster. I mean, if you can make it through that 2-week accelerated course and then move on swiftly to take your state and national exam, chances are you're going to be passing that exam on that first attempt if that focus is there. If you've been what I call the sponge in the classroom and you've soaked up all of the great techniques and tips and tidbits that Leo and our other instructors provide, the time is of the essence in real estate is verbiage that we use and you'll hear once you become a part of this industry. So when it comes to the pre-licensing course, same thing. Time is of the essence. Get it in to go right away to get it out.
And I did it. I mean, I did it as an ex-fundraiser musician. It was back in the day when it was a week long.
Ooh.
You took the final
45
on Friday.
hours.
45 hours. You had to pass it on Friday. I had my real estate license by the following Wednesday.
It's possible.
And I had no more knowledge about real estate than any of my students that come in.
Did you guys hear that? He started with no knowledge, and in 1 week he was able to get the pre-licensing course done and then take the exam the next week. So
Yeah,
it's
possible.
doable.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
doable. All right, one more question I have for you. Because you've had so much longevity, you've started with your initial real estate license, you practiced for about how long before you transitioned to a manager?
Before I transitioned to a manager, 1 year.
Wow. So in 1 year, you had enough experience up under your belt.
That's what the state required, and I was ready to open up my own business.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. So you don't have to wait per se. Now it's 2 years.
Right.
So the sponsoring, you'd have to be sponsored by a real estate office before you are even with an active broker's license, before you are eligible to take and pass the state and national exam for a managing broker's license. So Leo did it in a year because that was the requirements back then. It's now 2 years for someone that will be asking. What's the secret to your success? What's the secret to the longevity in this industry?
You know, it's the variety. It really is. Variety is the spice of life. You really find out whether you're an entrepreneur or not in this industry, because you are the creator of your own success.
Right.
And here's what I believe is absolutely my secret to success is failure. You cannot succeed without failure.
That's right.
You cannot succeed without going through the failures, and you just keep on going.
It's the rebound, how you come back and bounce
absolutely.
back from it.
And you're gonna hit a lot. You're gonna take a lot of hits.
Right.
And that's the way it is. You know.
I was just talking to a friend about this, and the friend and I were discussing the no's.
Oh yeah.
And in the beginning of my real estate career, I was told you for every 20 people that you talk to, 19 of them are gonna tell you no.
Yep.
It's that 20th person that you get the yes for, that you work really hard to prepare for the other 19 people after that that's going to tell you no. So, Leo, I just can't thank you enough for taking this time to hang with me on today.
Absolutely.
This man has done a tremendous job in this industry. He is a contributing editor to the very book, 9th edition book that we use in our classes. So he knows his stuff. So if you are interested in learning more about a career in real estate, perhaps taking a course with us, and you'd like to sit in on one of Leo's classes, give me a call, send me an email, like, share, and definitely comment below with any questions. Thank you again for taking the time to visit with me at this office hours with Lanora.
I got a question for you.
One more.
What do you think of my haircut?
You're cool, dude.
It's pretty fly, isn't it? I think I'm pretty fly today with this. What do you think about that?
You're phenomenal. Thanks, Leo. Bye-bye, everyone.